Hello, hello. Oh, all right. So I'm going to pull up. I'm going to pull up stream on a different device real quick. Just so I can see chat. All right, there we go. Oh, okay. All right. So now we wait for people to join, which will be nobody. Orc. Oh, Stalin is messaging me. Orc. I'm turning my volume down a little bit. Yep. I'm live right now. I'm live right now, fellas. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I'm basically making an operating system inside of Roblox, but it's GUI-less. So, operating system. You know you can speak in the chat. Okay, but anyways, for those of you who don't know, I'm making a GUI-less operating system. Oh my gosh. Mute. I want to mute you, Stalin. But, so I've got some commands here. A lot of it is math. But you can see if I go clear and I do add, and then however many numbers I want. So say I do 19 plus 19 plus 47. I get 85. Or say I do square root of 4, which should be 2. I get 2. Square root of 10,000, which should be 100. Yep. Say I want to get the sign of a number. Let's go 90. Gives me the sine, cosine. There we go. And then the few other things I can do is print. I have a print library, and everything works as in libraries, kind of like C++ with their different libraries. Most programming languages have them. I'm just implementing them into my OS. And because it's Roblox, it's auto included, then I don't have to download them or anything like Python would make me do. But so if I do print hi, my name is Orca. Oh wait, if I print in parentheses hi, my name is Orca. There we go. And another cool thing you can do, hi, my name is Orca. You can give it a font size from 5 to 50. So if I do 50, oh wow, we've got big text. But print, hi, my name is Orca. Wait, not what I meant to do. Print, hi, my name is Orca at 5. Oh wow, that's really small. You can barely read it. But that's kind of the premise of it. And it's got error handling and everything. I have some error functions. Test, warn, test, echo, text. Some other things I can do. Still working on it, but the render library, if I go to help, clear help, and say I do circle, I can do it at the X and Y position, which doesn't matter because it's all in a UI list layout, so that doesn't really work. But if it wasn't in a UI list layout, it would work. You know what I mean? But if I were to go circle 0, 0, but I have a radius of 100 pixels. There we go. Now I have a circle. The only thing about these shapes is they don't clear on the clear function. So I'm going to have to fix that. We can also do it with rectangle, 0, 0, 100, 100. Yep. Still doesn't clear. And then line. Yep, it's kind of buggy, but it works good for what it's supposed to do. I'm not really having to render anything yet, so it doesn't matter too much. This is kind of what it all looks like. We've got our OS here. It kind of, this OS module kind of just handles things like basic commands, help, and clear without the included libraries. It parses input, it sets up input, it invokes commands, and then does some basic things from the module itself, like create outputs, images, and load stuff. But that's about all this library itself is doing. We got some flags here, so I can put how many items I want allowed, the global font, the output order. So this is kind of just increases for, this is like the layout order, and this increases every time something new is added. So the reason I put this here in the module is so it's global, because if I make an output from the print library, it won't, if I were to do it locally, it wouldn't be the same order as everything else. But if I set it from the shared flags, it'll do that. So I have a template script, so this kind of just helps you see. Template, you can do template.commands.temp, and then there's a description, arguments. The arguments thing here isn't really used, but callback, where the arguments, and then you call the function on it with whatever else you want it to do. So then you'd have a function. And once these functions get loaded, they kind of just, once these commands and functions get loaded, they kind of just go to the OS, and they go into this commands table, and then I delete the actual command from the module there afterwards, but I keep the functions in there. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for the actual library, I'm willing to add them, but let's work on it a little bit. So something I want to do is I want to fix the shape library real quick, because I want to make it clear with this. So all I should have to do is, if I go to OS, clear output, or V is a frame. Let's try that and make sure it doesn't break anything. Something we have some stuff here. What's happening here? Okay. Let's see if it clears now. So let's do circle 0, 0, 100, and then clear. Yep, let's go. Help. That's just kind of making sure it clears after 40 instances. Okay. What are some libraries we could add? We should add a sound library. Audio. Let's see. Actually, copy from the template, because I'm not rewriting a bunch of stuff. Okay, audio, and then audio. So let's kind of set up some stuff. So audio, play, sound ID, volume, right? We want some volume. Playback, speed, number. What else? Could do. Trying to think of my other audio modules. Let's do sound ID equals string or number, because I want to be able to use different types. Let's go to creator real quick. Okay. Let's set up play sound real quick while that loads. Plays a sound of desired choice with desired volume and speed. Let's see, local sound equals 1, local volume equals 2, local playback speed equals 3, audio.functions, play sound, sound volume, playback speed. Audio handler, I'm gonna get some people. Get some people on my stream. Record. Okay, so I had sound, volume, playback speed. I don't need any of these then. Let's create a new flag. Default sound location equals, we'll go sound service, sound service. Where's our flags? Local shared flags. Libraries. No, bro. Require replicate storage, wait for child OS. Wait for child libraries. No, wait for child shared flags, right? No, but like, there we go. Sound, volume, playback speed. It's not a string. Number. No. Okay. Here we go. Alright, local sound equals instance.new sound. If type of sound ID equals number, then okay, sound.parent equals flags.default sound location. Okay. If volume sound.volume equals 2.5 or volume sound.playback speed equals 1 or return sound. And then if wait, I'm gonna do some betterness for this. If sound and Playback speed. Okay. Should I make this object oriented? Wait, let's just try it first. Let's get a sound. Can't find a good song. We'll do Raining Tacos.
It's raining.
That's not Raining Tacos. What? Copy asset ID. Alright, let's try this. Audio, blank, 1, and then we'll test it like that. Oh, of course it doesn't work. That's nice. Did I even get output on that? Nope. That's not good. Oh. Participants. That's so weird, what? Yeah. Huh? No. It says 2, but when I check the actual participants, it's literally just me. Huh. Help. Play sound 1 0.8. Oh, that's great. Tap the compare string over equals number. Well, what if I type of sound in? Wait. You might think. $55. What's on line 55? Oh, I might know. Hold on. 2 number. Let's do volume equals 2 number volume. Playback speed equals 2 number playback speed. Let's try this. Play sound. Oh, yeah, of course. Sound equals ID equals RBX. That's it. ID slash dot sound ID. Don't work. Literally, nobody watches my stream. I'm stopping.